Hello, YouTube pipe community. Whiteford Pipes here. Michael coming at you. The other video there got kind of cut off, but no matter. Anyway, it's about 1 o'clock, I guess, and thought I'd do this one. It's Muskoka Brewery Cream Ale. And I used to just love, can't get it anymore over here. It was cream ale from Genesee Brewing Company, Genesee Cream Ale. Used to come in a green can and a green and white. I think the regular Genesee is a red and white can. I think it's a brewery from New York State, but for some reason we don't get the Genesee Cream Ale anymore. And so anyway, we've got this here Muskoka Brewing Company, all natural, premium, and pure, unfiltered cream ale. And see what it says here. With a rich amber color and a floral tones, this English pub-style ale is smooth and easygoing. Cascade hoppiness and full-body flavor has also earned it gold medal status. Check your date code, as our beer is best fresh, a result of our pure, natural, unfiltered brewing process. It's handcrafted with no preservatives and 5% alcohol. What's it say here? Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. Well, I guess that would go to the Bavarian Purity Act of 1536 or whatever the heck it is. But yeah, let's try this baby out. And I'm going to smoke some Balkan Sobranie I got just a little bit left. I'll smoke that out of my little meerschaum here. And I got some pipe work to do, or stem work. I got the epoxy here, and 5 minute. This is actually, I took the label off because I cut it with the hacksaw, or I mean the bandsaw, so I could make these operate independent of one another, because a lot of times one will squirt and the other one won't, and it gets all messed up. So I've got it just taped here so they stay together, you know, but they're independent of one another now, and so you don't waste it. And what I did is I just run it through the bandsaw there and up here, and then the only thing that holding it is the cap and the tape. But at least each plunger thing operates independent of the other, so no more BS of wasting. And I've got the pieces here of the stem. First I'll put in the I'm going to alcohol them. I got an alcohol swab here, and then I'm going to mix up the 5-minute epoxy, which is the Gorilla Glue manufacturer, onto this little plastic thing here. Mix it up with this screwdriver. I'll put the Delrin rod in, which I've got chamfered here, and then I will put on this band, which is white acrylic, and then the ebonite final ring, so you know it'll be like that. Ooh, like that kind of thing. So I'll do that in a bit, and after I wipe it down, I did give them a brief sand, and I've never done a stem like this before, so I'm not even sure what type of glue I should be using. I imagine I could probably use like a crazy glue type thing, but I'm going to go with the 5-minute epoxy, and yeah, what the heck. I'll try it, make sure it works okay before I ship it off to Jason anyway. So let's give this a whirl here. Yeah, sorry, Bum Bum, didn't mean to scare you. Don't really smell anything because the old sniffer's probably not the best, but it's got a lovely golden color to it. And I washed the glass in the meantime. Let's see if I get any smell from it this time. Maybe a floral note like it says, I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah, nice creamy mouthfeel. Nice hop bitterness. There's no wateriness to it. And after the hop bitteriness goes, there's actually sort of a caramel flavor. I'm tasting that must be coming from the malt. Very nice. That is the best one I think I've tried so far out of all of them that I've done so far. This one and that blueberry one is the best, I think. Okay, let's fire up some of my last Sobranie. Now, I was kind of hard on this tobacco. I said, oh, I don't see what the hype's about and that, but, you know, I think the main thing that shied me from it is I didn't like the cut. I think it's catered to cigarette smokers. There's a piece of lumber that you don't really want to find, but this is all that I've got left. You can see. And most of it was a real bright ribbon like this, and it was very, very moist, overly moist. And then the only type of dark stuff was these little crumbles at the bottom. I didn't even detect barely any in the ribbon itself. That being said, I don't like this type of ribbon cut that's so long and delicate, because it fools me. In packing the pipe, I put it in and I end up packing it too tight. And but let's take that all aside and just enjoy it for what it is of the actual. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of anything other than Virginia from this stuff, and a slight bit of Latakia or Latakia, or I don't know. Definitely, it's not a typical pipe tobacco cut. That's for sure. I mean that I'll dump it all out. I guess that's going to be it. But that's definitely, and it's pretty dry now because I've had the tin open and we're down to the nitty gritty, but you know, look at that. I mean, that's cigarette material, and I don't know if they do that on purpose so cigarette smokers can roll it. I don't know, but let's give her a last call here. Last call. I'll save the can because I save all my tins, but I really like that tin. I think the art and that on it is pretty cool. I really like it. Imported by Arango Cigar Company. Huh. Didn't notice that before. So, yeah, give this another swallow here. Yeah, that's a well-rounded type. Everything works together in harmony with that, like the real velvety, smooth mouth feel. There's no, like that one that I just had prior, that Barking Squirrel. It had that nice smoothness, and then all of a sudden, like halfway through, this sharp wateriness came through and canceled out the nice mouth feel. But this is good, and the bitterness of the hops, you taste that, and then it smooths in nicely to this here sort of a caramel, slight caramel sort of flavor that I'm assuming must be from the malted barley. I like this. This is definitely the best one I've got so far. That and the that their blueberry one. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get this going here. Smells the sweetness. Yeah, I don't pick out all these subtleties. See what I mean? Like when you go to put that in, it just takes up so much, and it's easy to accidentally compress it down too much. I don't know. It's a weird cut for pipe tobacco. It's basically not a pipe tobacco cut at all. But no matter. And this is at least dry enough now that it comes way too moist. I wished I had a moisture meter thing like Art from Pipes and Spirits, or like Stephen from Cobbett of the Shire there has that moisture meter where they can check out. I think this is just going to work out right here again. Yeah. What are the chances of that? Yeah, I think so. I like when that happens. Yeah, all we got is, I'm assuming that's Latakia crumbs. I don't know, but I'll top that off there. You should get a blast of smokiness right off the bat. Oh, what a beautiful day. So much nicer that that heat is broken. The only thing I don't like about this pipe is, see how it's got all the little, decoration around the rim? Well, little dust stuff like this gets stuck in it. And, I know that's no big deal, but me having, strange whatever, but anyway, kind of, no matter. We'll give her a whirl here. Ow, that kind of got heavy. Very smooth. One thing is tobacco. Yeah, one thing it's got going for it, smooth as can be. Really enjoyable as far as the smoothness goes. Well, it's not harsh, it's got a sweetness to it. But is it worth all the hype? Nah. Definitely not. Definitely not. But, I mean, it's not a bad tobacco. So, anyway, enough of that. Let's open up. These little alcohol swabs are really handy. Oh, you know what? Something really cool. When my mom gave me a clipping to an aloe vera plant, and it just had a little bit of roots. Anyway, when I transplanted it, I didn't have any little pebbles or whatever to put at the bottom of the pot. So I had some olive pits that I had sitting drying on my kitchen table, and I thought, hey, I'll use the olive pits, and you know, who knows, it'll act as you know, a blocker for the drain holes so dirt doesn't get out when I water it or whatnot, and who knows, maybe one of them will sprout. And be darned, I just looked at my aloe vera plant and I've got a baby olive tree coming up. Yeah, that was pretty neat. So I'll just give everything a little wipe down here with alcohol swab. That. And give that a little wipe down. One thing about the Delrin rod is it's very slippery. Almost like it's got its own lubrication built right into it. I will do the insides here in a minute. I don't know if this is all necessary, but hey, might as well make sure the surfaces are good and clean. We'll do the inside of that. Let that one dry. Do the inside of this one. And we'll do inside the stem here itself. Or what will hopefully become the stem, if I don't mess it up. And we'll do the Delrin. Now, I had one heck of a time getting it back out, so I know it would stay in there without me actually gluing it, but I might as well be sure and do it right. So I purposely had this sitting up so all the stuff will drain down. I don't know which is the hardener and which is the epoxy, but we'll try to squeeze out an even amount. I'll advance them both to get the air out here out of that one, and we'll advance this one up so when I tip the other one I don't end up having it take up the air space or get all there. We go. I think we're good. So I'll put a little bit of the one down here. I don't think I need very much. Just a little blob, and then we'll do the other one here. Say that's about even. If you don't get them identical, then it just the drying time changes, and I don't know how you. It probably doesn't live up to however it's supposed to be for its bonding properties or whatnot. So you want to try to get it as, and this one has a notch so you can put the cap back on. And it lines up. And I'll sit that back over here. Now, you can see I've got that there. I'll mix that. I'll mix them together thoroughly. Looks like my pipe went out. Oh no, it's